used to think every road had one more answer. I left before the sun most mornings, before the world could say goodbye. Another tank of borrowed freedom, another piece of open sky. I learned the shape of gas station windows, the sound of tires in the rain, how to turn every conversation into something incomplete again. I kept old postcards in the console, the names inside my sleeve, thinking if I never stopped anywhere, nothing could ever leave. But somewhere in the middle of nowhere, your memory caught up. You once said, you always talk about leaving. What happens if one day you don't? I laughed, but I remembered. One more town before home, that's what I always said. One more road, one more sunrise, one more place ahead. One more town before home, but somewhere along the line I stopped looking at the horizon and started looking behind to you. Never spoken big conclusions, never made forever sound grand. You just talked about ordinary evenings like they were enough to understand. You said, maybe home isn't where you stay, maybe it's where you stop pretending. I smiled because nobody had ever said something so small that felt so true. The fretless space moved underneath us, the electric guitar stretched through the room, and suddenly all my old directions didn't feel so important. Maybe freedom isn't distance, maybe peace isn't escape. Maybe some people stay moving because slowing down feels strange. One more town before home, that's what I always said. One more road, one more sunrise, one more place ahead. One more town before home, but somewhere along the line I stopped looking at the horizon and started looking behind to you. To you. The room opens wider, like evening becoming memory. I thought the road would finish me, turn me into somebody new. But roads don't remember names, people do. And maybe after all these years I wasn't running towards something, I was running from being known. One more town before home, I don't say that anymore, because not every open highway needs another door. One more town before home, now the answer feels clear. Home was never waiting somewhere else, it was already here with you. with you. With you. Finger picked to think. Every road had one more answer. I live to think. Every road had one more answer. I left before the sun most mornings, before the world could say goodbye. Another tank of borrowed freedom, another piece of open sky. I learned the shape of gas station windows, the sound of tires in the rain, how to turn every conversation into something incomplete again. I kept old postcards in the console and names inside my sleeve, thinking if I never stopped anywhere, nothing could ever leave. But somewhere in the middle of nowhere, your memory caught up. You once said, you always talk about leaving. What happens if one day you don't? I laughed, but I remember. One more town before home, that's what I always said. One more road, one more sunrise, one more place ahead. One more town before home, but somewhere along the line I stopped looking at the horizon and started looking behind to you. You never spoke in big conclusions, never made forever sound grand. You just talked about ordinary evenings like they were enough to understand. You said, maybe home isn't where you stay, maybe it's where you stop pretending. I smiled because nobody had ever said something so small that felt so true. I used to think every road sounded different. Another station near the county line, another coffee gone cold again, another conversation cut too early before it could become a friend. I always kept my bags half-packed, like staying meant giving in, like roots belong to other people and movement meant I win. I learned every shortcut out of town, every back road, every sign. But somewhere after all these years, nothing felt like mine. Then one evening through an open doorway, you looked up and didn't ask me where I'd been. You just smiled and said, you look like somebody who forgot how to stop. And I laughed, 'cause you were right. Stay until the street lights fade, until the morning finds the room, until these restless hands remember they don't always have to move. Stay until the street lights fade, until the night becomes the day. Maybe for the first time I won't leave, just because I can. Stay. You talked about small traditions, like they carry their own weight. Sunday records, kitchen windows, and dinners running late. He said people think life happens later, but maybe this is it. I looked around, and suddenly the room felt larger. The piano opened quietly. Electric guitar stretched long notes, and somehow every mile behind me stopped asking to be noticed. Maybe freedom isn't distance, maybe peace isn't control. Maybe I've been chasing movement instead of something whole. Stay until the street lights fade, until the morning finds the room, until these restless hands remember they don't always have to move. Stay until the street lights fade, until the night becomes the day. Maybe for the first time I won't leave just because I can. Stay. Electric guitar rises softly, warm overdrive and gentle delay. The melody stretches upward, like headlights disappearing into dawn. I thought the road would recognize me after all the years I gave. But roads don't remember names, people do. And maybe that's why this feels different. Maybe that's why I'm afraid. Because this time I wanna stay. Stay until the street lights fade, until tomorrow reaches through, until these old songs stop sounding like something I outgrew. Stay until the street lights fade, and if the morning asks my name, tell it I'm still here, and that's enough. Still here. Still here. Plastic guitar returns softly. Piano holds a final chord. Electric guitar disappears into air. For all the roads I used to follow, tonight I followed you. Clean electric guitar opens with gentle and it feels. Piano lands softly beneath the notes. Bass moves like slow breathing. The room feels larger than before. Funny how some places remember you more than you remember them. I spent years driving through sunsets like they owed me something new. Every town became a photograph before I ever knew the view. I learned to leave without explaining, learned to travel light and fast, like staying anywhere too long would make the feeling last. I kept old ticket stubs and receipts inside the glove box of my life, thinking motion meant direction, thinking movement meant alive. Then one evening you said quietly, "You don't look like you're going anymore." I laughed because I didn't know what someone like me was supposed to do. If leaving stopped working, I was only passing through. Every city, every room, every promise, every summer, every late night afternoon. I was only passing through until I looked and found you there. And suddenly I wanted to stay long enough to care. Stay long enough to care. You never asked about my old roads, I never counted where I'd been. You just made ordinary moments feel bigger than they'd been. You said, maybe home isn't permanent, maybe it's temporary, and that's enough. I smiled, because nobody had ever made temporary sound beautiful. The guitar opened into chords, the organ warmed the empty space, and somehow all the roads behind me stopped asking to be chased. Maybe freedom isn't distance, maybe peace isn't control. Maybe I kept moving because stillness asked too much. I was only passing through every city, every room, every promise, every summer, every late night afternoon. I was only passing through until I looked and found you there. And suddenly I wanted to stay long enough to care. Stay long enough to care. Electric guitar rises slowly, warm overdrive and soft delay. The melody stretches upward like evening becoming memory. I thought the road would keep me safe, because roads don't ask for anything, but roads don't hold your hand. Roads don't remember your stories, roads don't leave the light on. People do, and maybe that's what I've been missing. I was only passing through until the night became a place, until somebody looked at me and didn't need me to change. I was only passing through, but now these old wheels feel new. And after every road I follow, I finally found something worth coming back to. Coming back to. Coming back to. Electric guitar returns, piano lands softly underneath. Organ fades like evening air. Maybe I wasn't lost, maybe I just never stayed. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a story about a man who loved the road. Perhaps too much. I knew every station platform, every corner cafe light, every city with a different skyline, every train that left at night. I learned to smile while saying goodbye, learned to travel without weight, learned to tell myself, keep moving, before it became too late. People called me independent, called me free, and called me brave, but nobody asked the obvious. What if I never stayed? What if he never stayed? I carried maps like they were answers, carried stories half complete. Every destination reached became another reason to leave. Then one evening in a crowded room, someone looked and simply said, you don't act like someone traveling, you act like someone running. And suddenly, the room got quieter than any highway I'd ever known. I'm the man who never stayed, always 1 foot out the door. Every promise had an ending, every room became before. I'm the man who never stayed until the music changed key. And somewhere in the middle, I realized the one leaving was me. The one leaving was me. You spoke about ordinary evenings like they belonged in songs. Sunday mornings, open windows, and staying wasn't wrong. You asked, what's so frightening about being remembered? I laughed, because nobody had ever asked me that. The piano danced beneath the silence, the bass kept walking slow, and suddenly every road I'd taken had nowhere left to go. I thought movement meant becoming, I thought distance meant alive. But roads don't clap when curtains close, roads don't ask if you survive. People do. And maybe after all these years, I finally wanted to be seen. I'm the man who never stayed, but tonight I changed the line. No more exits in my pocket, no more racing against time. I'm the man who never stayed, but the story changed somehow, because for the very first time I am here right now. Ladies and gentlemen, for years I thought the road was freedom. Turns out it was the stage, and this was home. nights don't try to impress you, they just stay. I drove until the signs got smaller, until the stations disappeared, until the road stopped giving answers and silence finally appeared. I kept old jackets in the backseat, maps folded thin from years of use. Every town became a memory before I had time to choose. People always said, "You're lucky, you can go anywhere," but nobody ever talks about what happens when nowhere feels different. The electric guitar kept moving slowly, like it already knew the truth. And somehow the farther I traveled, the closer I felt to you. Then one evening you said quietly, "You don't have to earn rest." And I didn't know what to say. The night didn't ask me to leave, didn't ask me who I'd been, didn't ask for explanations or where the next road had been. The night didn't ask me to leave, it just stayed and let me breathe. And for the first time, I didn't feel like disappearing, like disappearing. You talked about ordinary mornings, like they belonged in song somehow. Coffee cups and open windows, like right here was enough somehow. You asked, when was the last time you stayed somewhere without counting the hours? I laughed because I didn't remember. The piano opened wider, the organ softened every line, and suddenly all my old reasons started losing time. Maybe freedom isn't movement, maybe peace is an escape. Maybe I've spent years leaving because staying felt too brave. The night didn't ask me to leave, didn't ask me who I'd been, didn't ask for explanations or where the next road had been. The night didn't ask me to leave, it just stayed and let me breathe. And for the first time, I didn't feel like disappearing, like disappearing. Electric becoming someone who never needed anybody. But maybe that wasn't strength. Maybe strength is staying long enough to be known and not leaving. When somebody finally sees you, the night didn't ask me to leave, didn't ask me to keep running, didn't ask me to stay forever, only asked me to stop. Maybe that's enough. The night didn't ask me to leave, and somehow I understood. After all this time, they just stay. I drove until the signs got smaller, until the stations disappeared. I drove until the signs got smaller, until the stations disappeared. Until the road stopped giving answers and silence finally appeared. I kept old jackets in the backseat, maps folded thin from years of use. Every town became a memory before I had time to choose. People always said, you're lucky, you can go anywhere. But nobody ever talks about what happens when nowhere feels different. The electric guitar kept moving slowly, like it already knew the truth. And somehow, the farther I traveled, the closer I felt to you. Then one evening you said quietly, you don't have to earn rest. And I didn't know what to say. The night didn't ask me to leave, didn't ask me who I'd been, didn't ask for explanations or where the next road had been. The night didn't ask me to leave, it just stayed and let me breathe. And for the first time I didn't feel like disappearing. Some nights don't try to impress you, they just stay. I drove until the signs got smaller, until the stations disappeared, until the road. Sometimes you don't realize you're returning until you're already there. I spent years believing distance could soften anything that hurt. Every town became another chapter, every leaving felt deserved. I learned to travel without questions, learned to sleep without a place, learned to wear a quiet smile like nobody could see the weight. I kept old routes inside my memory, old songs I never played again, thinking time would slowly carry everything away. But time doesn't work like that. Then one evening in the middle of nowhere, your name arrived without a sound, and suddenly I wasn't moving anymore. You were never far away, not in the miles, not in the years, not in the silence in between. You were never far away, even when I thought you were gone. You stayed in all the quiet places I kept moving through. All along, all along, all along. You talked about ordinary moments like they were worth protecting, open windows, unfinished dinners, and nights without directions. You said, maybe people don't lose things, maybe they stop noticing, they're still there. I laughed because somehow that sounded true. The fretless bass moved gently, electric electric guitar stretched long notes, and suddenly every old goodbye felt softer than before. Maybe freedom isn't leaving, maybe peace is in control. Maybe all this time I've been carrying what I never let go. You were never far away, not in the miles, not in the years, not in the silence in between. You were never far away, even when I thought you were gone. You stayed in all the quiet places I kept moving through. All along, all along, all along. I thought if I drove far enough I'd become somebody new, but every road eventually asks, who are you? When the engine stops, and maybe for the first time I know. Waiting patiently for me, waiting for me, waiting for me. Finger-picked guitar returns softly, finger-picked guitar, and fingers picked guitar. Sometimes you don't realize you're returning until you're already there. Sometimes you don't realize you're returning until you're already there. I spent years believing distance could soften anything that hurt. Every town became another chapter, every leaving felt deserved. I learned to travel without questions, learned to sleep without a place, learned to wear a quiet smile like nobody could see the way. I kept old routes inside my memory, old songs I never played again, thinking time would slowly carry everything away. But time doesn't work like that. And one evening in the middle of nowhere, your name arrived without a sound, and suddenly I wasn't moving anymore. You were never